It never ceases to amaze me how the cult of current Christianity fails to comprehend how perfect the fact that they wear a lynching tree around their neck is. It's because their religion is deeply mired in the sacrifice of others instead of their own ego and their own sin. Yeah, I get it. Not all people who claim to be Christian practice their belief system in the same way that the cult of current Christianity does. But the fact that the cult of current Christianity chooses the cross and has always chosen the cross to represent itself is right on brand. The fact that they would choose a lynching tree to represent themselves is so much more perfect than they even have cared to realize, because they are a death cult. Have always been a death cult that tells you who they are and what they are, even if they don't realize it. The fact that they have found it acceptable that the deaths of Black and brown people all around the world were just a part of making the modern world isn't even shocking to me anymore. It took me a while to understand it, but what I realize is that they don't understand that they are the devils, that they are the Satan, that they are the witches and the warlocks that they rail against every day of their lives as they practice a function of their true religion, which is satanic panic. They don't even care to pay attention to the fact that the ritualistic unalivings of those who don't practice their religion and those who have the skin tone that throughout time that they deemed okay to sacrifice were the kindling in their fires, were the blood sacrifices, the things mutilated to the cult of current Christianity's true God. Their pursuit of power and control to this day is the reason why so many have been unalived and sacrificed to this day. And those blood sacrifices so that they could gain power and control that were made to their true God, not Yahweh, the one they claim is the God that they have chosen and that represents them. Their true God is themselves. Instead of choosing to kill their ego, to kill their own will, their wishes and wants and desires, instead of choosing to live humbly and righteously, and instead of choosing to be fixated on the pursuit and the acquisition of a superior character, the thing that they have been in pursuit of is more control, more power, more glory, and more riches. They've been in the process of building their own kingdom, all while pretending to be building the kingdom of Yeshua and Yahweh here in the earth. It's why things are always so constantly messed up when they come around and they invade an area. Adherents of Abrahamic religions need to internalize something. The world is tired of it. The world is tired of having to deal with groups of individuals who claim that their God has entitled them to another's house, home, land, body. They're tired of the carnage and the fallout that comes from, and the collateral damage that comes from these beliefs, that adherents of the Abrahamic religions need to be put on notice. That after the dust settles, your money, your wealth, your homes, your life, and your freedom are going to be the thing that everyone else pursues and decides to take, because they want to rebuild their lives after the wars that are going to go on. after the unalivings and the destructions and the killing of children, the taking of jobs that are going on, that are going to go on and that have gone on and are going to go on because of you all. I would kindly suggest that each of you, all the variations of the Abrahamic religions, I would kindly suggest that you go ahead and since you lay claim to Yahweh or whatever, whichever name or God that you associate with the Abrahamic religions from which you descend, tell them to stand up, to arise, to demonstrate their power, and to show everyone else that you're not lying and that your true gods really aren't just yourself.